Your little brother never tells you, but he loves you so. You said your mother only smiled on her TV show.
It's been a really busy year. We just finished the Badlands tour in America, and this song with the Chainsmokers just came out and kind of surprised me.
Yeah.
It was a song we kind of did together for fun as friends, and it came out, and it's just happening everywhere in the world. And I was ready. I thought it was over. I ended my tour, and I was ready to go write my new album, and now all of a sudden I have this song that's so popular, and me and the Chainsmokers are so excited, and we shot a music video, and we got to perform it at the MTV VMAs, and I was kind of expecting to be on vacation somewhere right now, but the song got very, very, very popular, which is a very good thing, but it means that I'm very busy all over again now. I know that the fans in Singapore are so dedicated and so amazing, and I can't imagine, I take for granted how fortunate I am to live in America and be a music fan, where, artists come very, very often to perform, and, you can, if you don't see someone one time, you can see them again in a couple months, or, or you can catch them on another city, or, America is very spoiled from a music perspective, because, when artists tour the world, they usually go to a country and they play one city or they play two cities.
Yeah.
But, when artists come to America, they play 25 cities, so there's always a chance to go anywhere to see them. And so that's one thing I'm really excited about in Singapore, is that I know I have a lot of fans there who have been my fan for maybe a year or 2 years, or maybe even 3. Maybe even they listened to me before, I put my album out, or before I was Halsey even. And so the fact that I finally get to go and perform, these songs and connect with people who have waited a very long time for me to be, close to them is really special. And it can be very exciting to go to a country for the first time and perform, because the energy is so incredible. You can't beat that kind of energy, because, fans in the audience, they've been waiting so long for it, and they just put all their emotion into that moment, because, it needs to be perfect, and that makes me want it to be perfect too, and it makes me enjoy the show more, and it reminds me why I like to perform and why I love making music. It's so awesome for me because, again, from that fan perspective, like, Panic at the Disco was my favorite band growing up. I used to just worship them, and it's so embarrassing to talk about now, but so funny. I'm embarrassed, but I'm also kind of proud, because I was a really good fan. It was just so amazing to work with him, and it made everything kind of feel more real to me about, the way my life has changed so much, and how fortunate I am to have had all these changes. And, to sing a song with a guy who I used to go to stores and get magazines he was in, or sit online and watch his interviews and read his interviews and watch their music videos, like, all day after school. And, if I met someone who was a Panic at the Disco fan, they were immediately my new best friend, because we both loved them so much. And so to perform with him was really, really incredible, and also kind of funny, because it made me think that maybe in like a couple years I might meet some new artist who was a huge fan of me, the way that I was a huge fan of Panic at the Disco. So when I meet fans now, like when I meet fans in meet and greets or on the street or whatever, and they say to me, like, I want to be a singer, I'm not like, oh, yeah, you want to be a singer. I'm like, you know what, go be a singer, because I don't know, if you, like, you never know who you could be talking to, that person you met that said they want to be a singer, they could be on stage with me in a couple of years, I would love to work with Brendan. We've been talking about doing some stuff together. I think a huge part of my writing style is from listening to Panic at the Disco, and from I learned to write songs by listening to their songs, because lyrically their songs are so beautiful. They were such great storytellers. And so I would love the opportunity to work with him, and I think his fans would like it very much too, because we have a lot of the same fans, which is really nice.
Loved more than just the game, so he vowed to be.
Well, let's see. I have been listening to I listen to weird music, I think, kind of, but for stuff that's maybe a little more well known, I really like the new Frank Ocean album.
Yes,
I think it's amazing, and again, I waited a long time for it, so it's so nice to finally have it. A little bit older, but I still love the Rihanna album, Anti. It's still good to me. I still listen to it all the time. And I think the new Drake record, Views, as well. But I'm really excited about the new Kings of Leon music that's going to be coming out this year, because they're one of my favorite bands as well. And I'm really Bon Iver's been putting out some really cool new music as well. And so yeah, I mean, it's a really good time for music, because I think artists are starting to really think outside of their quote unquote genre. People don't feel limited, I think, as in the way that they used to, which is really nice. It's kind of like it's refreshing. Yeah, I think so. I think, the thing about writing your first album is you have your whole life to choose from. You can write about anything. You can write about something that happened when you were 9 or something that happened when you were 16, and you kind of go through all that material and pick out the best stuff and kind of like dissect it and pick all the best parts out to make your first album, and then a year goes by and you have to make another one already, and you only have a year, not 20. So that can be kind of hard, but the nice thing is that I can make an album and without fear now, which is really cool, because I think when I was making my first album, there was a lot of fear for me. It was, are people going to like it? Am I going to have fans? Am I going to sell copies? Am I going to play concerts? All this stuff. And, I'm so fortunate to have so many amazing fans now that I know that all I need to do is make music that they're going to be proud of and they're going to like, and I'll be just fine. I don't have to worry about making people like me anymore. I've found the people that like me, and I'm happy to have them, and now all I need to do is give them something they deserve, I think I just don't notice sometimes when maybe it's better to lie or better to act different, or that's one thing about me that's it's great to be yourself all the time, but sometimes it does get me into trouble when I'm too honest, or maybe I'm too friendly, or I'm too, when maybe I should tone it down a little bit. And I think it makes me a pretty intense person to be around. But that's kind of a good thing for me, because I think I give people me, and they can take it or leave it right away. I don't have to waste my time with people who are gonna decide they don't like me anymore, or have an inauthentic relationship with me. And I think a lot of the things that I was embarrassed about in myself when I was a kid, being loud or being well read, or caring a lot about people and being empathetic and wanting to take care of the people around me almost too much sometimes. All those things that made life hard for me when I was a teenager, they make life better for me now that I'm a musician, because I have people around me that I'm really close with, and I can really be myself, and it's okay to be loud, and it's okay to talk fast, and it's okay to say what's on my mind, and to really to be myself in that way. And I'm happy I never changed. I'm happy I never tried to make myself more quiet or talk less or not speak my opinions or whatever, because I don't know if I would be who I am right now or be where I am right now if I changed those things. So there's not going to be any new music. I just think for me it's a special performance because it's in this weird in-between state in between Badlands and the next record. You know, so my energy is really intense, and it's going to be special because it's the last time I'm ever going to play the Badlands tour set.
Oh.
Yeah, so maybe it's the last time I ever play a song for a long time. Maybe that I don't, you know, renew that song for the next tour, because I'm going to have so much new music next year that not everything's going to be able to fit in the show, you know. So I think that, you know, it'll definitely be special because it'll be the last time some songs get played. It'll be the last time I'm ever, you know, on my first album, and, you know, it'll be the last time I'm getting to do something special for Badlands. Because, you know, after Singapore, I come home and I finish album 2, and, you know, Badlands becomes just a really nice part of my past. So this is my last living moment of what's going to be my past, you know. That's really cool.
I don't like them innocent, I don't want no face fresh, want them wearing leather bag and let me be.
Oh my gosh. I would probably be finishing college, maybe to be an art teacher, which I think I would have been really good at. I think I would have been a really fun art teacher, which maybe I will be an art teacher one day still, but who knows? I mean, so many things have happened to me since this adventure. I could be married. I definitely wouldn't be the person that I am today because, you know, getting this opportunity to travel and to meet all these fans that I've met who have told me their stories and shared with me their secrets and their experiences, you know, has made me live my life differently. So I think that if Halsey never posted that song on SoundCloud, I think she'd maybe be in college, maybe be married to some person, and probably would be a lot more selfish, because she wouldn't have, you know, gotten to meet these thousands or millions of people who mean so much to her and give her a reason to do, you know, to be alive, I guess.